Greetings, my BookTube friends, and all my other friends on YouTube. And if you're not my friend, I greet you anyway. So welcome to Michael Romeo Talks Books. I'm Michael Romeo. I do the talking about books here on this channel. I apologize, it has been so long since I posted anything, but it has been the month from you know where. I had COVID. My wife is in the hospital, not with COVID, but with something else that they're trying to figure out what she's got. I started a new job. What else is there? I guess that's about it. I guess that's enough. But what it resulted in was very little reading time. And I have some catching up to do. So that's the life update. That's what's been happening in my world. A little different setting here because of the lighting. I usually sit in front of the windows, but the setting sun is coming right in there and was turning me into a silhouette. And didn't think that would be good. So here I am on the other side of the room. I've got over here, somewhere here, I've got books. These are going to be a bookshelf tour, not on this video, but on this video coming up. It's the next shelf in my bookshelf tour. What have I been reading? I read A Gentleman in Moscow. I don't think I discussed this one yet. This was a fabulous book, y'all. A fabulous book. I loved it. I couldn't put it down. Read it just, every chance I had, even if I could only read 2 pages, I picked it up and I read it. And I highly recommend it. I think everybody should read this book. In fact, I am going to help you out right now. See, the kids agree with me. I'm going to start out with showing you page 1. Let me know when you're done, and I'll flip the page for you. And we'll go through this. We'll go through the whole book. No, that won't work, will it? Oh well, it's a thought. But yes, it is a wonderful, whimsical book. It makes you laugh. It chokes you up. I don't know that it actually made me cry, but it got me the lump in the throat a couple of times. Yeah, the author is Amor Towles, I guess. Towles? I'm not sure how to say his last name. But definitely a book to read. Read it. I also was supposed to be taking part in the read-along of William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying. But let me tell you, when you've got COVID and you're going to read something, the last book you want to be picking up is something called As I Lay Dying, because you feel like you're lying there dying. So I dropped the ball on that. I am still going to read As I Lay Dying someday. I do want to read it. I had started it and was enjoying it, but I just... When you're reading, when you've got COVID and you're trying to read to just try to forget that you have COVID, you need something light. You need something easy. And I never did find it. I did try... Excuse me, I'm talking here. I did try Shantaram. I forget the author's name. I'll put up a little picture here. And could not get into it. And that was even post-COVID. It was kind of like on the cusp. I know some people, Greg, and not Greg, Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics, loves Shantaram, if I'm not mistaken. And as a friend of mine that I used to work with, that I'm connected with on Facebook, that she loved Shantaram. And I gave it a try, and it just was not my cup of tea. I don't know, I liked the writing. I was trying to explain this to somebody at my new job. I liked the writing. I thought the writing was impeccable. I thought it was beautifully worded, but I just didn't give a hoot about the main character or any of the other characters and what was happening in their lives. It just, there was no gelling between the writing and the plot for me. Had it been about something else with that kind of writing, I probably would have loved it. If it had been about what it's about, but with a different style of writing, I think I might have possibly liked it. I just couldn't hook me on it. What I am reading right now, and I need to finish this before the end of the month, which is just a couple of days away, but I think I'm pretty close, is Ragtime by E.L. Doctorow. Another wonderful book. I am thoroughly enjoying this. This book goes with me everywhere, except to work last night. I got to work last night, had some downtime, and TARDIS, hush. Got to work last night, had some downtime, reached into my satchel for Ragtime, and realized I'd forgotten to put it in there. Ah! But anyway, it's an awesome book. I am loving this book. It's a mixture of historical characters and fictional characters, describing life in the United States between the turn of the 19th century, turn of the 19th century into the 20th century, the early 1900s, and up to the beginning of World War I, and just the sociological climate that existed then, that was constantly changing. And that's one of the things, if you've listened to my other videos or watched my other videos, it's one of the things I love about the 20th century was how fast it changed, how challenging it was, and how that fed into wonderful novels and nonfiction books, and growing up, just simply growing up in that atmosphere of growing technology and etc., etc. You've heard me, if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me go on about it before. I love the 20th century. My favorite books are from the 20th century, most of them. That's another thing that's coming up. So, there's that. I also read, this is Blame Forest by Jason Stocks. It's a book of poetry. I love what it says down here. Explicit Southern poetry. I love that. It was a finalist for the American Legacy Book Awards. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm doing a separate video to review this on its own because it deserves that kind of attention. So stand by, tune in. You want to hear about this book. Coming up, I'm going to be reading the Manitou in September. That's Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads is doing a special horror novels of the 70s and doing one each month. And the September book is the Manitou, and I remember reading that when I was in high school and loving it. And thought I'd give it another go and see how it held up over all these years. And what else am I planning to read? That's all I've got planned to read at the moment. I've got some books on hold at the library. If they come up and are ready for me to grab, I'll grab them. On audiobook, I am listening to two. I am listening to Barbra Streisand's memoirs, Color Me Barbra. Tough read. She is a phenomenal actress and an incredible singer. She should leave the writing to somebody else, because the book is, let's just say it's over detailed. It's over 1,000 pages long. And I know it is describing 60 years in the entertainment business. But I'm the type of reader, I don't really need to know what she wore to such and such a party and what this other person thought of it. And just tell me about the movies, tell me about the songs, tell me about that. Those parts I'm riveted with. But when she goes off on these, her taste in fashion and her taste in decor and her taste in, it gets kind of long. And it is long, over 1,000 pages. The audiobook takes over 40 hours to listen to. So I'm just chipping away at it bit by bit. Don't know when I'll finish it. I may finish it sometime in 2025. I don't know. But I'm also listening to A Red Death by his name just went. Walter Mosley. Whew, came back. It's book 2 in his Easy Rawlins mystery series. I enjoyed the first one, which was Devil with the Blue Dress. This one, A Red Death, is not as good, but I'm going to continue to the end, and I'll give the third book a try and see if it's just a sophomore slump. And let's see, anything else going on in life and in reading? And I don't think so. But coming up, I mean, I have some time now. I have managed to block out time to do some batch recording today. So when I change my shirt, this one, by the way, says, "It's not easy being my wife's arm candy, but here I am killing it." Anyway, that's what it says. I will be doing a bookshelf one over here. I got all the books pulled out to talk about this, and it's a bookshelf of classics. So that'll be fun. And what else am I doing? Those of you who've been with me probably remember I did my 120 favorite books. I did 10 books a month for a year, and 120 books. I decided to get off the fence, basically, and I am going to name my 10 favorite books so far of the books that I have read. And because when I did the other thing, the 120 books, I did it in no order, just as they occurred to me. So coming up will be my 10 favorite books. Watch for that. And again, watch for the review of Blame Forest by Jason Stocks. Wonderful book of poetry. And I guess that's it for now. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. We'll see you on the next video. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Even if you didn't enjoy the video, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Do subscribe. You get notifications whenever I post something. And since my posting is erratic, which I apologize for, I think it's a good thing to get those notifications. Like, oh, he finally posted something. I thought he thought he died. Anyway, and what else I want to say? Oh, and my channel is no frills. It's no frills. I don't do thumbnails. I don't do editing. I don't do a lot of things. Maybe I should. I don't know. But I'm just kind of easygoing. And this is a hobby. And as a hobby, I try to keep it easygoing so it doesn't feel like work. I won't say I've never done editing. I've done some editing. Little bits of editing. I did do thumbnails for a while. And maybe I'll go back to doing them again. But right now, I'm lucky if I can find the time to do the video. So, That being said, come on and subscribe. It's a no frills adventure. And comment. I love your comments, everybody. I love your comments. It's not only do they make me feel good, but I love the opportunity to have a conversation with you, to start that, getting to know you all better, and talk about books and stuff. And I guess that's it for now. We'll talk to you again very shortly. Bye.